Hello everyone, Pallytime here. Welcome back to Heroes of the Storm. In today's video, we are going to be playing my favorite melee assassin. His name is Zeratul. I actually got, what was he, my second master skin? He used to be my all-time favorite character in the game, right alongside Stitches. But then of course we found Tyrande and we found Kerrigan. But I haven't been playing Zeratul as much as I used to. And there is a new build for him that's kind of coming up on the scene. It's still mage focused. But the idea is you get a little bit of melee burst out of Zeratul as well. I think it's a little bit more ballsy, a little bit more all-in, because we're not going to be getting first aid. But I wanted to give it a try nonetheless. This is going to be my first time trying it. This is more of a hybrid Mageatul build. I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
I serve.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to find ourselves on the Dragonshire map. Trust me, this color coordination is amazing. I know I'm a little invisible right now, but this color coordination is like the top of the top tier. Alright, let's say hi to the friends. Zeratul is classified as a melee assassin, although typically I play him as a mage. I boost up his ability power, pick my fights very carefully, and try to only enter into fights when absolutely necessary, when I know I can get the kill. We're going to be playing him with that same mentality, kind of. But we're also going to be going in for some melee damage. At level 1, I am going to be picking up increase the radius of cleave, just because it's the talent that I'm used to picking. Block is fine at this level, and really the blink cooldown is okay as well. We know two people are here in the bush because we spotted them. Tyrael's just going to jump right in, which is not something I really agree with, but you know what? I'm here for you, buddy. I'm here to help. Here we go. And then we're going to have to peace out at the last moment. Hopefully Tyrael can pick up that kill. Does not look like he's going to be able... Oh, it does look like he's going to be able to. Good job, Tyrael. We baited them into that. Good job, buddy. So we actually pick up first blood. Fantastic. Looks like there is... Maybe we didn't get first blood, actually. Looks like there is 3 members of the enemy team down in the bottom lane. I nailed it! We landed it. Tyrael's going to die from, I think, minion damage there, though. Typically on Zeratul, you do not want to lane. You want to be going around in stealth, trying to find members of the enemy team that you can pick off easily. Our Q ability is Cleave, which we upgraded with the greater Cleave radius. Our W ability, Singularity Spike, which is a skill shot projectile that we can send out. It'll attach to a target, slow that target down, and then after a second, it will deal some damage. And then our E ability is Blink, which allows us to jump over terrain like we just did. And basically allows us to get around the map a lot more efficiently than we would be able to otherwise. I have to be very careful here. They definitely have the better sustain over Tyrael and myself, simply because they have a healer up here. But hopefully the friendly team is able to gather the bottom shrine and hold on to it. Rhaegar and Jim Raynor down there in the bottom lane should be a pretty good combo. I'm going to be roaming middle to see if I can help. They're going to, of course, see me coming. Unfortunately, here we go, here we go. What's up, baby girl? How you doing? I can blink too! Is that cool? Sylvana's trying to use the banshees to escape. Of course you can't go anywhere because I'm Zeratul, and I kill who I intend to kill. Now, why was the middle gank so amazing? Because they no longer have anyone soaking XP in the middle lane, and we do. We still have someone soaking XP top in Tyrael. We still have people soaking XP in bottom. So theoretically, we should start to pull ahead of the enemy team. Now, at this level range, we are going to be picking up Focused Attack, which periodically increases our basic attack damage by 75%, which means we could do stuff like this and then deal more damage on our next auto attack. So, when we blink into fights, we deal significantly more burst damage with our first auto attack, and then later, as the game progresses, we can kind of jump in and out of team fights in order to focus someone down very quickly. It's an interesting playstyle. This is my first game actually trying this out. Punisher JJE, our longtime friend and viewer, and one of the best players in the entire world, according to HoTs logs, has been practicing this build, and it intrigued me. I wanted to give it a go. We are coming down here to pick off the enemy Sylvanas, I think. Maybe. Singularity Spike is going to miss. She's going to blink this way. All right, we're just going to move in and body block. Alright, and we've taken down the enemy Sylvanas. Zeratul is phenomenal at body blocking with that blink. His hitbox isn't too big, but the fact that he's super mobile is something that you should always be using to your advantage. We are once again getting uncontested XP in the middle lane. Tyrael doing a great job of coming up top and nullifying this. I'm going to try to do the same thing. She, of course, is going to see me. But I'm trying not to draw too much attention to myself. We do catch the Barbarian kind of by herself now, though. We're not going to be able to cap this for the friendly team. I don't think so, anyway. We definitely want to be focusing the Barbarian here, but I just, once again, need to be very careful because she is able to deal more damage to me than I'm able to deal to her when she has Uther sitting there supporting her as much as Uther is. Middle is once again exposed, and Sylvanas is there by herself. Our friendly Sylvanas actually recalling, but the enemy Sylvanas actually not moving in. We are going to be picking up follow-through at this level. Follow-through is going to allow our next basic attack after casting an ability to do increased damage, which means we can do fun stuff like this and really get a lot more damage out of our Zeratul. You can see single-handedly taking down the enemy's Oh, hi, Uther. No, we can't let you do that, Uther. I'm sorry. We should be okay, I think. Maybe not with Gazlo here. But you know what? I'm going to be aggressive. I'm going to believe in my Zeratul play. Zeratul is one of my best characters. Has been one of my best characters for a long time. I just don't play him anymore, and I don't really know why. I think he has one of the highest skill caps in the game. And really, if you invest time into Zeratul, you're going to be able to pull off things that no other character in the game is going to be able to match. It's a really impressive playstyle. I've always really enjoyed it. And I think, usually I do him a lot of justice in these videos, so hopefully today we could do that as well. We do see Sonya up here. She, of course, will not have Uther with her. We could chase her down, but it may be better to just go for the... Uh-oh. Alright, there we go. We'll just blink over the wall, try to cap this for the team really quick. Of course, Uther is going to come in. Did I call it or did I call it? And we're just going to make sure that every time we use an ability, we auto-attack before we use another ability. So here we go. Cleave, auto-attack. Blink, auto-attack. Boom. That's a lot of damage. That's a ton of damage. That's really good. Looks like our friendly Sylvanas was able to kill the enemy Sylvanas, and she is going to be able to pick up the Dragon Knight, which is going to be the first one in the game. I gave her a triumphant clap as I was recalling. We are going to be picking up Void Prison, one of the best abilities in the entire game. Void Prison will lock someone in time. And I do mean literally lock them in time. They cannot take damage. They cannot be targeted by anyone. Their health does not continue to regen. Their cooldowns do not continue to tick down. They are literally stuck in time. You can use this as an offensive ability to trap an enemy team in an area and then deal tons of damage to them. You can use it as a defensive ability. If a projectile's looming towards one of your allies, you can lock them in time, and that projectile typically will not kill them. Really fun ability, really diverse, and hopefully we get some good use out of it today. The enemy team, nothing too exciting as far as defensive capabilities go. Maybe I can lock someone out from a wailing arrow before it hits them, but I don't know if my reaction time is that good today. Potentially we could stop a Gazlo Wombo combo from happening. I'm not too sure. We're going to try to force Lily out of this fight. Tyrael jumping in on top of her is going to deal a ton of damage, and we are going to be able to take her down. The main difference from this build and the traditional Mageatul build is the simple fact that you are going in and trying to deal melee attack damage in between everything. And also your ability power is going to be significantly lower than what you may be used to. I just need to be careful here. We're basically waiting on cooldowns. Fuck. Wasn't able to blink in time because of the stun of the Ancient Spear. Ancient Spear, rather. That was my fault. And I baited my friendly team into chasing me really deep in here. So luckily they were able to back up without losing any more. That was just a misplay on my part. We are 11-1. We have been part of every single kill on this map except for one. And we have 8,000 siege damage and 15,000 hero damage. Typically Zeratul, as I mentioned, is not a laner, although we did spend a lot of time up in that top lane. Alright, let's make our way down to the bottom. We don't really need to soak XP anymore. We should just be focusing on team fighting, and the enemy team is pushing in pretty deep down here. 3 members of the enemy team are down here. Also, I guess it's worth mentioning that you're not going to be dealing a ton of AoE damage with your abilities like you could be otherwise. I'm going to drop the Void Prism because it is in the Hyperion. Unfortunately, I was stunned, so I couldn't drop it sooner. And we're just going to try to body block this Uther in place, keep him controlled, and take him down. You have to have a lot of patience when playing with follow-through, or whatever it's called. It is follow-through. You need to make sure that you are getting the most out of your auto attack damage with this build. And I think we're doing a pretty good job of that. I do think so. It's a lot like playing Lee Sin from League of Legends, if you're familiar with that. If you spam all of your abilities on Lee Sin, you're going to do less damage and run out of energy. If you're patient, if you use an ability and then attack, use another ability and then attack, you get a lot more effectiveness out of the character, and it's a lot more rewarding. We are going to be picking up Wormhole at this level, which is going to allow us to blink and then return to our blink location. And once again, trying to be patient. We are going to be able to take down the Barbarian here. Every single one of our abilities is going to be increasing our auto attack damage by 40%. That's huge, especially when you're stacking with focused attack, which every 10 seconds your basic attack deals 75% additional damage. So you can kind of see the synergy with those two talents. The enemy Sylvanas is in the middle lane. Looks like Tyrael is making his way over there to try to knock her off of that post. I don't know if Tyrael can push her away or not. With Uther here, it's going to be a little bit more challenging. But we can always... Oh, okay. Yeah, you're going deep. All right, buddy. I'm in. I'm all for that. Let's go. Oh, that was a good DS. Very good shield. Can I save Tyrael here? 3 seconds? No, not able to. Unfortunately, for the enemy team, we did pick up that Dragon Knight, though. I had 3 seconds on Void Prison. I probably could have placed it down and saved Tyrael there, but it was just a little bit too late, unfortunately. We are going to take that down, no problem. Looks like the enemy team may collapse on our Rainer here. But we could take down Sylvanas before she gets away. That focused attack, on top of the follow-through of Blink, allows us to get in, do a ton of damage to someone, and then get out instantaneously. I mean, we're doing like 1,000 damage when we jump in. So we could do fun stuff like this. No, let's not do that. Let's not do that. I changed my mind. That was silly. We could do fun stuff. Oh, Oh, is this a Caslo bot? Well, that's not fun. It's not fun at all. Oh well. Cleave auto attack will jump in his way. Ha ha ha. Oh well. Man, that's not exciting. I took a lot of damage there. What the fuck? I thought we were just beating the crap out of this team because we were playing better than them. We're just beating the crap out of this team because they have a Gazlo bot that's not working with them. So that's a Void Prison trying to set the friendly team up for something. I don't know if it's going to be enough to. Here we go. Hey, baby girl. Oh, God, that's so much burst damage. That's an insane amount of burst damage. Let's go ahead and pick up double bombs, which is going to allow me to cast my Singularity Spike twice. This is the staple of the traditional Mageatul build, and now I guess we can use it with, oh my God, with our other abilities as well. I never thought of doing this combo before. What are you missing out by picking these talents? Well, at level 4, you are missing out on Gathering Power, which of course increases the ability power of all of your stuff. Like, again, Mageatul usually focused on dealing damage with his W, so you are missing out on more damage with your W in favor of auto attacks. And then follow through is giving you probably more damage over time, but actually, you could either go Gathering Power or Sustained Anomaly. I actually usually prefer Sustained Anomaly now that I think about it. And then at level 7, you are missing out on First Aid, which is obviously really good for survivability. So this build is not as safe as my traditional build for Mageatul, but as you can see, it is extremely effective. I don't know what the proper, like... I don't know when you would look at an enemy team and decide you want to go with this rather than the traditional build. Like, I don't know the parameters for that at all. So unfortunately, I can't go too in-depth with that, but... Whoops. I knew Sylvanas was coming down. I didn't want to commit to that too much. I probably could have killed him, though. Alright, we'll just come in here. Cleave. Tyrael has taken the bottom shrine, so we're totally good. Sucks that the enemy team is a bot. I still kind of want to use this video, though, because I think it's showing off the build really well. I don't know. Let's come in here. Oh, I thought she faked me out for a second. Hold on, bitch. Hold on, bitch. I'm gonna kill you. What the fuck? What are you doing right now? Oh, that was such a good silencing arrow. Shit! Oh, no. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you. Don't do it. Don't do it. No, 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 no. I got this. Fuck it. This is my mission in life now. Where are you at? Oh no, she has a ton of health. Oh shit. Oh no. I'm sorry, what game are we playing? I totally tunnel visioned. I tunnel visioned so hard. Alright. She can chase after me. Potentially kill me, actually. No, we're fine. We're fine. Tyrael is going to capitalize on the fact that Sylvanas did use all of her escapes to chase me down. That's risky, young lady. That is risky. And we unfortunately have to leave because we are about to die to the turrets of Gazlowe. So, this more so than ever seems to be focused on jumping into a fight, dealing burst damage, and then hopping the fuck out with Wormhole. That definitely seems to be what this build excels at. And I'm trying to sit in and I'm trying to stay a little bit too long as this game is progressing. That's definitely something that I'm noticing. Anyway, let's actually play the objective rather than playing deathmatch over here. That being said, I have 20 fucking kills. We are playing a really good deathmatch. And then, of course, at this level range, we want to go with Rewind. One of the best talents in the entire game for Zeratul. It allows you to throw 4 bombs out at one time. It allows you to do 2 cleaves and 2 blinks, potentially 4 blinks, depending on how creative and crazy you get. Extremely good. Gazlowe came back! Hi, Gazlowe! Alright, then we just wormhole out of here. I just need to wait for my cooldowns just a little bit, Tyrael. Don't worry, buddy. I'm not leaving you. I'm just biding my time. I am not retreating. I am just biding my time. What are you doing? Don't do that. Oh, God. Okay, let's rewind. We need to make sure that she focuses me and not our friend here. Beautiful, beautiful. Unfortunately, I cannot take that. Rhaegar in a bit of a pickle over here. We'll do the double bomb into a cleave, and I'll gladly grab this for the team now. Let's push with this Dragon Knight. I made a video recently about Nova, and I was very critical of Nova and Nova's playstyle and how Nova fits into the game. And don't get me wrong, Nova definitely has a place. Nova in Hero League can be picked to completely shut out squishy players like Kel'Thas, potentially like Jaina. Nova can absolutely do that. But being 100% honest, I feel like Zeratul can do everything that Nova can and provide more utility for the team and actually, like, contribute to objectives and push lanes where Nova typically really struggles with that. I do feel like Zeratul is a better pick in the majority of situations. We are likely going to lose our Dragon Knight before we take down this this keep, but that's okay. We can get some guaranteed damage in on it. It wouldn't have been a terrible idea to go for core, but we could just void prison and piece the fuck out. Like, we don't have to commit to that fight at all. And we could rejoin our team up here in the top lane. Do we want to get this? I don't think it's a bad idea. We should have a little bit of time. We do see 2 members of the friendly team down here. Or, excuse me, the enemy team. I do that a lot. I do that so much. I get friendly and enemy mixed up, and it's not because I don't understand the words. It's just, I don't even know why it happens. I also realized today while I was going out for lunch that I have a really hard time saying rear wheel drive. Rear wheel drive. That's very hard for me to say. I have to really think about it and concentrate. Maybe I have a speech impediment. That could definitely be a thing. And this is the part where I do the shameless YouTube stuff. What do you guys have a hard time saying? Let me know down in the comments. Please, boost my YouTube interactions so this video gets more views. Oh, shameless. Things are shameless. The friendly team is going around getting a lot of these mercenary camps. Unfortunately, it looks like Sylvanas is engaging in that fight. I don't know if Raynor was there as well, but what I do know is that our Tyrael just used a very long judgment to hop in there and do a ton of damage, and now I am going to make you pay. Oh my god, that burst damage. Did you see that? Did you see that burst damage? Did you fucking see that burst damage? Ugh. God. I know it's like really stereotypical for me to say, but that is out of this world. Alright, Singularity Spike. Singularity Spike. We can cleave soon. Here's the cleave. And then we jump in front of her. And then we keep hitting her. And then we return to our blink location because I went really deep. We have killed all of the tier 2 structures for the enemy team, and we are now pushing into their base. So I'm trying to leave an auto attack in between my double singularity spikes, and it seems to be working pretty well. Just trying to avoid the enemy team now. There's one spike, auto attack, another spike. And you can see we're doing 1,000 damage at a time with that setup. That is crazy good. That is so good. Big thanks to Punisher for showing us this build, or showing me this build so I can share it with all of you. Like I said, it is a lot, you are a lot more fragile with this particular setup. Now you could alleviate some of that problem. Here are the stats, by the way. We went 24-1, 77,000 siege damage, 48,000 hero damage, and a pretty decent amount of XP contribution considering how much we were roaming. And then the talents, greater cleave at level 1, because that's what I'm used to. As I was saying, you could alleviate some of the squishiness by picking up block at level 1, but greater cleave honestly is just a comfort pick for me, because that's what I've been using forever on Zeratul. And then you get focused attack, which increases your basic attack damage by 75% every 10 seconds, and every time you basic attack, it reduces the cooldown of this by 1 second. I did not realize that, so that's actually proccing a ton. And Zeratul does have a pretty respectable attack speed, so you are getting a lot of benefit out of that, assuming you stay in combat. Follow through. After using an ability, your basic attack within 6 seconds deals an additional 40% damage, which I'm assuming is additive on top of focused attack. Then Void Prison, because it's one of the best abilities in the whole game, assuming you use it right. Wormhole, so you can go back to your original blink location. This allows you to jump into a team fight and then hop out very quickly. Double Bombs, because you're Mageatul and that's what you pick. And then Rewind, because you're Mageatul and that's what you pick. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please be sure to hit the thumbs up button below. And if you're new to the channel, I encourage you to subscribe. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time.